What's up, YouTubers? My name's River, and I am part of Battlefader Inc. Sorry, we changed it to Inc. This new group is, well, obviously about Yu-Gi-Oh! We believe that Battlefader is one of the most powerful monsters in the game. Yada yada yada. Even though he's pretty weak. Sorry about the light. It's a bit dark. I'm trying to fix it. I have been trying to fix it for the past hour. Before I did this video, but yeah, I'm sorry about the voice. Too much eggnog, Christmas. Anyway, I'm in charge of the deck lists. So here's my Inzektor deck that came the fourth in last tournament that I participated in Perth. Okay, here goes nothing. We have one Dark Arm Dragon. I'm not sure if you can see that. You probably can. But Dark Arm Dragon, if not, here you go. There you go. He's easy to get out with the Inzektor recycle thing, able to equip to each other, going, oh, okay, we don't need to equip to this one just to summon Dark Arm Dragon. That's only if I have to, if I really want him out. If I have like 40 ladybugs in my graveyard and my opponent's like, oh no, I've got all this face stuff. Anyway, Gigamantis, for obvious reasons. A lot of decks use one of him only. I use one of him as well, but I've seen some decks that use two. Anyway, I'll show you why I have one. Armageddon Knight sends any dark type, so either Hornet, Ladybug, basically cards. If I'm going to get a Mystic Tomato as a dead draw, I'm going to discard him. Dark Arm Dragon as a dead draw, I'm going to send him. But next we have Armageddon Knight, Mystic Tomato times 2. He's basically a small searcher that summons Armageddon Knight, sending probably another Mystic Tomato, Hornet if I don't already have him, maybe Dragonfly under the certain circumstances, Dark Arm Dragon, sends basically anything I want. And I can, that's the beauty of it. Yeah, I can. Don't know my own cards yet. I got this deck list from a friend, and I had some minor adjustments to the extra deck. Anyway, I got the Hornet and Dragonfly double team. These two were hit in September, and I had a lot of... I went on YouTube before I did this video and had a look at all the movies that were made before about players that did 3 of 3, and there's not many after September, so obviously bandwagoners, and I was like, Inzektors are good, but like, if you're gonna join them, it's for life, or until they start losing a lot. But they won regionals this year, which I'm happy about. Like, it was luck, but still, 2 tour guides or lesbians. Nothing wrong with that, but still, 2 redheads going at each other. There's also a Sangan in case my tour guide gets milled, or he's also a searcher. If he's going to become a dead draw, which he never will, ever, that's another job for my Armageddon Knight. Sorry, I'm a bit sleepy today. Christmas. But next we have 3 centipedes. Centipede searches out all my Inzektor cards by sending probably Hornet, maybe Ladybug. Yeah, and then we got Ladybug, 3 of them. Now, Ladybug doesn't really work on her own unless you're going to go Dragonfly, maybe Centipede, but she still bulks up Centipede by 1 or 2 levels, and I don't really have a level 4, 2 level 4s that detach easily yet. But there's also a reason for it, and that's Effect Villa. I still haven't made the Synchro Inzektor deck. I'm planning on siding Synchros in this deck to make it a bit more broken and brutal. But still, there's the possibility of them getting hit this year, which I don't really like, and it's making me sad face. Again, sorry about the croaky voice, the dark thing. This isn't a good first video, but still. 3 MSTs, of course. MST. No Inzektor deck likes a back row on their opponent. It's like driving a car. You don't really want the person in front of you to have a big bumper, so what are you going to do? You're going to ram them. Anyway, 2 pots of dualities, and excuse my later statement, that was a pretty funny joke though. Pot of duality to search out my combo. It's also a good deck in Inzektors these days with the major downset with the searching. Heavy Storm, of course. Monster Reborn and Dark Hole. Monster Reborn has become like a very good card in this deck, same with Call of the Haunted. There have been some suspicions of it getting banned this March. I don't really want that to happen again, but still, Foolish Burial, same deal as Armageddon Knight. Yeah, I remembered his name. Then 3 swords. People wonder why I run 3 swords, and I'll show you why by moving one of the swords to the combo list that I have over there. 2 Solemns, because I don't like it when my opponent would summon. I don't have Solemn Wishes, like I don't run it because I don't really like the fact that I have to pay half my life points to negate something. 3 Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted is such a good card, especially when I use Double Torrential. And Call of the Haunted is just a good card in general because it's like a Monster Reborn for me. Like I can bring out my Dragonfly and stuff. Next, 2 Fiendish Chains. 2 chains because it works as an effect veiler that isn't discarding, but it has some risks on its own, but it's still a good target for my opponent somehow. Next we have Mirror Force. Mirror Force is just standard in most decks these days. I'm going to put my deck over there. We're going to look at the side deck. 2 Cyber Dragons. Giganos, Karakuris, decks that I run into mainly, like, I used to think that scraps were machines, but I never ran into them, so when I sided in Cyber Dragon, I was a bit surprised when I couldn't do anything. It was a dead draw and lost that. Beatron, I have a little group at back at my usual place that I go to buy my cards. Beatron is a slow card for Inzektors, but it's great to teach kids how to, well, kids as in people my age that haven't learnt as much as I have. It's great to teach them slow and fast at the same time. Next you have Silver Sentinel for those back row destroyers. And remember this deck, side deck isn't actually complete, so don't mind about cards, don't post any angry rants. This is basically just who I've been going up against in my tournaments that I've been going to. Mystic Tomato. Now a 3rd one, so I don't have to rummage through my file if one of them gets damaged in my deck, or if I want to go defensive, I'll chuck him in, as well as Threatening Roar, which was used in YCS by the Victor. 3 Gozen matches for Wind Up, 6 Samurais, players like that. There's 3 there. But people get surprised when I open up with Imperial Iron. Well, it shut down one deck. That's all I can say. Like, he was like, okay, I'm going to make a massive banishment deck against this Inzektor player. I opened up with that. He sided out MST. He was silly. He thought I was easy. Next we have 2 non-fusion areas. I've come across heroes way too often, so that's a good card. And Night Beam. In case you're wondering what card I just took out, it's Goblin of Greed. I've been meaning to take him out for about, I don't know, 3 weeks. 4 maybe? But he's just there as a filler at the moment. So yeah, so my side deck is basically what I've been dueling. I don't usually go to big tournaments, because then you would see Max C and maybe another effect filler in my side deck. Anyway, here's my extra deck. I have Chronology Crystal Chronons, triple C's. He's good. He's like a Gustos freeze. I used to run Gustos, as I said earlier in this video, hopefully, unless I've gone mad. But he works as a Gustos freeze. Zen mains. Obviously, most level 3 users run as Zen mains because it's a great defensive card. Unless you come up against Black Corn, who sends Acid Golem, another level 3 that most level 3 users use. The only backdrop is that you cannot special summon while he's face up on the field. unless you use Skill Drain. And most people actually do use Skill Drain against me, and I use Gigamantis. But here we go, number 20, Giga Brilliant. You'll need one of these if you're going to copy this deck. Then you'll need these 3 Leviathans. It's basically a Leviathan beatdown deck. If you get the right hand, or if you somehow pull it off by having 3 cards in your hand, that's it. I stroke the Symphony Daijin. Most level 4, or over level 4 users use him because he's such a good card, because he's like a Zen mains that flips face down monsters. I think I haven't used his first effect that often. Then we got the standard Utopia, then Utopia Ray. Not many people use it because they say it's a waste of space. I've come across a time where that was needed. Like, Utopia was my last card, and I was on 1,000. I was like, oh, why didn't I just go for Utopia Ray? Exostag. He's a good Inzektor card. I get control of my opponent's monster and equip it to him. He gains half the attack, yada yada yada. And he doesn't need to be equipped by... he can be equipped by 2. And then I can equip my swords and stuff onto him. Tyrus, of course, the quick level 5, well, rank 5. I call them levels. I don't really see the difference, but he, I think it is still a good card. And then we got Chronology Atlantis. Since we have a lot of Leviathans and number 20 Giga Brilliance and stuff, he's good. He halves my opponent's life points just by detaching, and detaching has also got 3,000 defense, so he's hard to get through. Exobeetle, he's basically my black ship that's a bit hard to get out, but he sends as well, and he also equips monsters when he's summoned, or a monster when he's summoned, from my opponent's field or both graveyards. And then for Cyber Dragon, we have my Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, which I've actually used quite a bit against Giganos and Karakuris, as I've said. Anyway,